personally, this issue of loving our physical self has given me a lot of headache. It has caused me a lot of sleepless nights. It's just given me stress, okay? I don't think there was actually ever a time where I was just fully content with the way I looked. I don't think there was ever a time where I just loved my body and yeah, I never wanted to look like anything else. No, like I know from the early ages of like 8 to 10, I was already super conscious of the way I looked. Like I just wanted to be something else. And it got worse when I got to secondary school and then to college and then to university, because I was just like always surrounded by girls that looked different from me, obviously, and I wanted to look like them. So I started doing crazy diets, crazy workouts, spending precious money to buy products that promised to reduce the size of my waist and increase the size of my bum, but of course they didn't work. So yeah, like I've just never been happy with the way I looked. And for me, a lot of factors contributed to this, but one major one was you know, all these aunties that just come from nowhere with their opinions that nobody asked for, to come and start telling you,
oh, you're putting on weight too. What are you eating? You're getting fat.
And my personal favorite,
don't bust it.
Like, it's the fact that nobody asked you for your opinion. I was on my own. You decided to come and pull me down. Like, why? Why? But yeah, that was definitely one factor. Another factor that contributed to this is social media. Somehow we're now, you know, supposed to fit into a box of an ideal woman, of an ideal man. It's like somehow there's, you know, ridiculous standards for us to match up to, and these things are literally everywhere. I mean, you go online shopping and you see that every single model looks the same. How? Like, I would never understand it. Should I tell you what they look like? Skinny arms, collarbones popping, snatched waist, hips popping, big bum, like literally all of them. And it's like, sis, I don't look like that. I actually don't look like that. So where do we go from here? Even the plus let me just relax, because this topic, I really get passionate when I'm talking about it. Even the plus size models, the plus size and curvy models have flat stomach. Why are you lying? That is not plus size, and you know it. Stop lying. Like, I don't understand. It literally blows my mind. Like, how is this plus size? Like, let's be guided, okay? Let's actually be guided. But it's just like out of nowhere, there's now such a thing as a body goal. Like, hold up, you're telling me everybody on this earth has to look a certain way? That literally does not make any sense to me. So can we change the narrative a little? Can we twist the table here? Or better still, let's throw this table away and get a new table. I want us to talk self-love. You know, the kind of self-love where you care about what you put into your body, not because you want a flat stomach, not because you want abs, but because you just want to make sure that you're good internally. You know, the kind of self-love where you start working out not because you hate your body, but because you actually love your body and you want to do something that is actually good for your body. Now, personally, I haven't unlocked this level of self-love yet, so somebody pray for me that one day I will love exercising, because I actually don't. But yeah, that's the kind of self-love that I want us to talk about, where we start to appreciate our bodies for the hard work that they do in keeping us alive, and not just how good we look in a bikini. Okay, so how can I do this, Elfrida? What's the way forward? I don't know. I don't know. I'm really sorry. Like, I'm really sorry if you made it this far thinking I was going to give you a 10-step, you know, plan on how to love yourself. I don't know. Like, we're all in this together. I'm joking. Keep watching. The first thing for me, the main thing here, was building a relationship with God. That's where I started to learn how to love myself. And I say learn because I'm still not at a place where I love myself 100%. I'm not. Like, I still have days where I don't like my double chin. I don't like that my stomach, I don't have, you know, 8 abs or whatever. There's still days where I pick at things on my body that I don't like. So this is still a process for me. But that process did not begin until I started working on a relationship with God. That was step 1 for me. But here are some other points for you to consider. Number 1, you are a unique being. I want you to listen to this. This literally blows my mind every time I think about this. There are roughly 8 billion people on this planet. Not 1, not 2, 8 billion people. Do you know how crazy that is? Roughly 8 billion people on this planet, and no one else is you. Do you know how incredible that is? Like, that's literally mind-blowing. Anytime I think about this, it blows my mind. You're basically a discovery, one of one, first of its kind and last of its kind, none before and none to come. No one can ever be you. The same way you can never look like anybody else. I hate to break it to you, I really do, but try all the diets, try all the fitness plans, do the surgery, you will never ever look like anybody else. But why would you try to look like somebody else when you can be when you are 1 in 8 billion? Think about that for a second. My second point is, and this ties into my first point, is you hold so much value. You literally hold. The fact that there's only one of you in this entire universe means there's certain things that only you can do the way you can do them. Like, nobody else would ever be able to do things the way you can do them. You hold so much value, so much power, that you are literally doing yourself a disservice by reducing yourself to just your physical appearance. Like, listen, there's so much more to you than what meets the eye. I always tell people this, like, the best kind of compliments that anybody can give me have nothing to do with my physical appearance. Like, don't get me wrong, those are still nice to hear. I like, getting compliments about the way I look, obviously. But the best kind of compliments that I could ever receive have nothing to do with that. They're more about things like, okay, the kind of value I was able to give someone, how I was able to help someone, what, my attributes, my characters, like those kind of compliments, listen, they hit difference. They actually hit difference. And I really just want to tell you that there's so much more to you than what meets the eye. Like, there's so much power, there's so much worth, there's so much value inside of you. Stop reducing yourself to just your physical appearance. Like, that's literally just a very small fraction of who you are. Do you understand that? Like, do you actually understand that? Lastly, this is your body. It is your home. It is the same body you came to this earth with that you will occupy until you leave. This is your home. This one body that fights for you anytime you get sicknesses, anytime you get illnesses, anytime you get diseases. This one body fights to keep you alive. This one body tries to sustain you when you are under stress, when you are doing strenuous activities. This one body, this is your home. This is your sanctuary. You cannot escape this body. So you might as well come to a place where you start to love it, you start to nurture it, you start to appreciate this body, because it is your home. It is your home. Like, you're not going anywhere. Like, you cannot leave this body, okay? But yeah, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.